Hey guys, Chris Reibert here. Today we're doing a What's in the Box video of the brand new SAB Goblin 570 from SAB Helivision. Let's open the box and take a closer look. Alright, so the wrapper's off. Let's dive into this. Now this is the first time I'm going through this kit, so I'm going to be doing it step by step with you guys to see everything that's inside. So right off the top of the bat, manual right on top in its own bag. Then inside here, there's a bunch of individual boxes with all the different assemblies and parts. So we'll get all the boxes laid out on a table, and we'll go box by box through every one to see what's inside. Alright, now that I got all the boxes laid out, let's dive right in. First box here, this is nothing, it's just a filler box. Maybe SAB does a combination in the future where they add a motor. Room to add other stuff in a future release. I want to start with the manual. This is what impressed me the most when I got my first Goblin helicopter last year, is the amount of detail, effort they put into this manual. 36 pages, front to back, everything is clearly numbered, colored pages, great for reference when you're building it. Starting right off here on page 3, it shows the box the helicopter came in, each individual box we're about to go through, and actually lets you know what's inside each box. You know what to expect. Build's very easy. Before each chapter, each part of the helicopter, it always shows the parts layouts, what you're going to be using, and then it shows the individual build steps. Right here you've got the transmission, how to build it. Go towards the back of the manual, and it's a full breakdown of every part that's included in a helicopter. In case you break a part, you're missing a part, you need to order. Everything's in here, clearly stated. So hats off SAB, the manual. Probably my favorite part of the whole build is the effort put into the manual. Well, let's dive right into box number 1 here. This is always my favorite, the Canopy Box. Always open this first. Got to check it out. I went with a yellow, reddish orange canopy over the black and white one just for visual purposes. Alright. So there she is, the 570 canopy, just like all the other canopies, very well built canopies. It's all fiberglass, designed and painted by Canopy for all their Goblins. Nice cool carbon fiber design. So there is our canopy. Let's see what other goodies are in this box. Blade holder. And new competition skids. What's nice about these skids, like on your competition model, is that the new plastic version up here, and you've got the carbon fiber, struts or skid mounts that go on the bottom. They're made to break away. They're sacrificial. So if you have a hard crash, instead of breaking your frame on your helicopter, the skids are made to break away instead. So those are the skid pieces. Also, they include the vinyl to put on the skids. All for the frame. The bottom plate on this helicopter for the frame is plastic fiber as well. And the last part in this box are frame sides. So we'll go through each box. At the end of the video, I'll take some pictures of what's in each box so you guys can see all the parts up close. Alright, let's move on to the second box here. Again, I like seeing the fiberglass, so pretty sure this box has a tail boom in it. So again, just like the canopy, nice, bright, fresh paint. Smells like it's right off the assembly room floor. It's carbon fiber, painted over, have the logos built right into it. These things are strong. It's like a wiffle ball bat. If any of you guys have seen these going in a crash, usually the booms survive. They've got the sacrificial bolts inside the frame, so these are supposed to break away in a hard crash. Alright. Also, I want to try these out. These are the new SAB blackline blades. A little bit different than the original blades. What you can first off notice is the bottom, say SAB on the bottom, which is really cool, in 3D, and the top SAB. The blackline blades they came out with, there's a bunch of different versions. There's 1D for your speed, 2D for your big air flying, which is normally my type of style, and then 3D for the really hard stuff. And they also have a version for pattern and F3C type flying. So those are the blades. Carbon fiber tail blades. And our push rod. And the push rod on this 570, it's like the 500, goes inside the tail boom. You don't see it externally mounted like on the 700, 630, and 770. This one is inside the tail boom, so it's a very clean look on the outside. So that's what's in this box. Alright, moving on to the last two boxes. Now, any of you guys, if this is your first time Goblin build and you think the manual is impressive, you'll really like what holds the CNC machined aluminum parts. So inside that box is 3 individually foam containers which have all our metal assemblies. This bag has our whole head assembly, swash plate, pulley, some of the parts for the tail pitch slider, tail grips, transmission parts, standoffs for the transmission deck, thumb screws for the canopy mount, and also motor mount, our main drive pulleys, and the main shafts. It uses a 10 millimeter solid steel shaft with an 8 millimeter spindle. Alright, moving on to the last and final box before I start assembling this bad boy. Inside here are all your parts bags. All labeled really nice. This is great. Alright, so we'll just look at a few of these real quick. Inside here is your battery tray. This is nice. This is like the Goblin 500. This uses a sliding battery tray which locks in place. So you just need to strap your battery to the trays, but for removal and installation between flights, just pull the little lever on the locking mechanism on the side of the frame, pull the battery out, slide the next one in, click, plug in, and go. So a couple of carbon fiber parts in here, Velcro straps, your main belt, looks like head parts, tail parts, there's some links in here, carbon fiber tail fins in here with the stickers for the fin. Our drive belt that goes from the motor to the transmission. Our anti-rotational bracket, some shims, some more parts and screws. This looks like it's for the tail assembly. It's got the standoffs. The tail fin is actually the tail case of the helicopter. It presses between the booms. So that looks like parts for the rear tail case. So it's like all stuff for up top. Your servo mounts, your balls, servo mounting plates and brackets are all in there. Parts for the head. This is the arms for the flybar's head. Motor parts, springs, and tensioner. This looks like it's for part of the motor mount tray. These are your tail blades and main blades, screws, the washers, and the nuts, the bolts I should say, not screws. And then your Goblin tool for tightening down not only the breakaway nuts for the tail boom where it meets the frame, but also the seconds as a driver to put your ball links in there when you're threading them onto the rods. This looks like maybe a spare parts bag. Looks like an extra nylon screw and some miscellaneous extra parts in there. And then for every guys who haven't done this yet, this is a serial bag. Most of the new Goblins now come with a serial number. When you get your Goblin, go on their website, type in the serial number, and register your Goblin. Because if anything changes, a new part comes out, a better upgrade, anything that SAB wants to get a hold of you of, as long as you register your helicopter, you'll get emails of any upgrade, any change in the kit, so you're on top of it. So that looks like all the boxes. I'm going to lay them all out again, take some nice close pictures for you guys, and we'll see you after the build.